what are the fundamentals? What should every dam have?
Yeah, I mean there is a well-established list of functions that the dam should have. But in terms of differentiating what a dam can do to what other kind of storage, shared storage solutions like SharePoint that we talked a lot about last week, it's about there being a relatively small subset of your organization's content of whatever type that are disproportionately valuable. Now, that might be your brand logo. If your brand logo is used wrong, it can impact your entire market position. So it's about being able to provide different levels of governance for content of different levels of value. So that if somebody wants to find the latest approved logo for that brand and that territory for that channel, DAM will get you there straight away. What you'll have to do with a system that isn't designed for that is wade through potentially years worth of different versions and iterations and not know what the latest one is, to not have access to that really strict, that really obvious governance around things like where it can be used and who's allowed to use it, what it should be used for. So that's the big difference. It's about saying you've got usually a relatively small team that is controlling a relatively small subset of highly valuable content that is then used for many, many different things. Brand logos are a classic one. Pictures of important people in your organization might be another one. Sales collateral, product imagery. It needs to be right. So that's one of the biggest things. One of the other biggest things is around automation. It's about saying we want to actually be running a digital content supply chain, and we're getting distinct teams that are providing briefing, creation, approval, publication, and evaluation and eventual retirement. Those other systems are not designed to create that kind of supply chain. They often are quite unfriendly when they're in terms of integrating with other things that need to be involved along that supply chain, like, for example, an e-commerce engine for a retailer, or workflow tools. So that's where DAM can really, really shine, is around that governance, around that workflow and integration. You should be able to look at that list and say, right, this is the top 10 things that DAM must do.